Hi, it's me, Vicky Marie. There's just something I wanted to look at this morning to show you. Now, this is something last night in the members live. Last night was Thursday, and we had a members live stream, and we were looking at this in that. There were a couple of things that came up, so I thought I'm going to make this short video this morning and see what the rest of my subscribers think. The more I think about this, the more I think, oh, I feel uncomfortable with it. But anyway, so of course, what it is it was Nicola's birthday, Nikki Bulley-Was birthday, wasn't it? I think it was last Thursday, not this Thursday just gone, but the Thursday before. A sad occasion because she's not here to celebrate it, but also a celebration of her life, you know. Least, I mean, it must have been awful for her loved ones to go through that event, you know, and not have your loved one with you. Now, there's been photos circulating on social media. Oh, so then, you know, just building up to that, of course, there was a rumour, or just after that, there was this horrible rumour that the grave had disappeared, which was pretty much ridiculous. But anyway, you know, the trouble is in this case, anytime you hear things, anything, you know, off the wall like that, you do, because there's been so many crazy things, so many unresolved questions, so much mystery. Even with something as ridiculous as that, there is a moment where you sort of think, what, has the grave gone, you know? But I think, you know, we all knew, or most of us knew really, that the grave is not likely to have disappeared. Who starts these rumours, I don't know, but it is disgusting, actually, because the other thing is, if anything, you know, if, as a lot of us think, something untoward maybe did happen to Nicola, these sort of crazy rumours, this just puts a smoke screen over everything. And that's what makes it more difficult to ever get to the truth, because, you know, to me, it just reminds me of the McCanns, you know, and how it was rumour after rumour and red herring after red herring, till in the end, you just don't know what the truth is, and the police can't keep up with it. And, you know, you just think, will there ever be answers that people are actually happy with? Okay, so then going on from that, somebody went to see that the grave was still there. And there's a photo circulating on social media of what's supposed to be the note that PA, Nikki's partner, left on the grave for her birthday with some roses, or whatever, some yellow roses. And the more I think about this, so we're going to look at it. We're going to look at the note, because when I first saw it, I've seen this on Facebook, I've seen it on Twitter, I've seen it on YouTube, I've seen it all over. When I first saw it, I got a little bit angry with PA himself, because I just don't like well, you'll see, we're going to look at the note. We're going to look at the notes. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to look at the note next to, because well, let's look at the note first. So here's the note here on the left. Hey babe, happy birthday. We miss you every day. All our love. Paul, spelt wrongly, Harriet and Sophia. And then, like an afterthought, and Willow, because normally you would say Paul, comma, Harriet and Sophia, comma, and Willow. But I think Willow looks like they were added as an afterthought. And then there are 4 kisses. So when I first saw that, you know, because I am you know, we all take things at face value sometimes. I thought, God, what an awful note, because, well, first of all, it was hey babe. you know, I just thought, God, what, no name there. And then this afterthought of Willow. But then the more I think about it, I'm thinking, is that even a real note? So this is where we are. Has somebody left that note there? Because there was no note, well, as far as a note, there was no note for from her parents. And, you know, if I was Nikki's family, I wouldn't have gone, you know, I'd have my private little shrine in the house or whatever. I wouldn't go and put things publicly out there. I might put some flowers, but I won't put a note for people to read. I am actually, I think it's horrible that somebody picked that note up and took a picture of it and then plastered it all over social media, to be honest. But I actually, now I'm thinking, I don't even think that is really from PA and the girls. And I'll tell you why. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say, because I've been to the grave there, seen Nicola's grave, and there was a card there at the time from a friend. I don't even know where it says because I didn't pick it up and read it, because that is private to me. I mean, you know, we're all invested in the Nicola Bulley case, but some things are private. Anyway, then the alternative, if somebody actually made this note up and left it there for people to find, so that, you know, it would create issues. I don't know, because it does seem funny. Hey, babe. Now that may have been PA's pet name for her. You know, I just don't know. But I'll tell you why I think it may be a fake. One, that one is not in capital. Oh, so then we were talking about it last night in the live. And then one of the members remembered that the note that Paul left on the yellow ribbon. And we know that that is genuinely his writing, because there was a reporter there who watched him do it, and then someone took a photo of it. So we noticed that on the note, that on the yellow ribbon that was left, it is in capitals, all of it. And we can't see right in this photo, we can't see right up into the ribbon, but he said, Nikki, I love you, kiss, 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 come home now. And I believe he used an exclamation mark at the end there. So he's used 2 exclamation marks, I love you, exclamation mark. So, and he's used capitals throughout. Whereas in this note, first of all, it's not capitals. Which, listen, I'm not a handwriting expert. I'm just giving my observations. Remember, this is Vicky Marie Chats. This is not Vicky Marie, handwriting expert. I'm giving my opinion on this. I don't like false things going around about Nicola Bulley or about PA, or, you know, I want to deal with things that are true, not things that are, you know, can't be proven. And, you know, I'm as guilty as the rest of anyone else. Sometimes if you're a person who's straight up, you don't sort of always immediately look into things. And when I first saw this note, I just assumed that it really was that. And that, but now the more I'm thinking, how do we even know that? So yeah, first, now, although it doesn't, whoever wrote this note, who I do think is not PA, but I could be wrong. I mean, maybe he did. There are even though it's not in capitals, there are some sort of odd capitals, you know, like he's put capital for babe, even though that shouldn't be a capital. Happy birthday. The birthday doesn't need to be a capital. And then all our love, that's capital beginning, all our love. Capital letter at the beginning of each word, but the rest is in small letters, whereas the ribbon was written all in capitals. And then, yeah, it seems odd to spell your own name wrong, doesn't it? I don't know. And then Willow does look like it's been added on as an afterthought. So, yeah, some capitals, but not all in capitals. I think that is probably a fake. The other thing to notice, because people tend to do the same thing, there are 4 kisses. Now, the kisses don't look the same. But as I say, I'm not a handwriting expert. Handwriting, I think a handwriting expert would know immediately if whether those two were the same person who'd written them. But it's interesting that there are 4 kisses on this one. That could be 1 kiss for each person, 1 for Paul, 1 for Harriet, and Sophie, and Will. But would that note not say mummy on it somewhere? Because some people were saying, "Oh, it looks like a child's written it," but if it, then they'd say mummy, wouldn't they? You know, or mum. No, but who would say "Hey, babe"? Unless maybe that was his nickname for her. I don't know. You know, that might be what he called her all the time. But I actually personally hate that expression, that word. I don't like those things, those type of referring to women like babe and etc. But anyway, never mind, that's by the by. So whereas when we look at the yellow ribbon, yeah, these are all capitals. The whole thing is capitals. Exclamation marks. Now there's no exclamation marks on the other note. So you think when if for a person who uses exclamation marks, some people do, some people you may have noticed it on messages and things. Some people even write their messages in capitals. It's like they're shouting, isn't it? When you use capitals, it sounds like someone's shouting, and they put exclamation marks to make their point. Now, there are no exclamation marks on this note that was left at the graveside by, well, someone left it on the graveside, who knows who. No exclamation marks, whereas there are on the other. And you'd think after happy birthday maybe, or after we miss you every day, or all our love, there might be an exclamation mark from a person who uses them routinely, because PA did use them on his note on the ribbon, "Come home now." So we know that one is not fake, because there was, you know, he was actually, there was a reporter there, there's photos of him writing it. So we know that that is not fake. But to me, this, and I can't work out, well, I feel like I've seen that writing before, but where would I have seen anybody's writing? I don't know, maybe seen something written on something else. But now there's a little, I just wanted to point out, because I don't know, this is just me musing over it. I don't want anyone thinking, oh, you know, Vicky Marie said this, or I'm just musing over it. I'm giving my opinion. In my opinion, it's likely that note was not written by PA, but I don't know, it might have been. So I just want to point out the things that I do think are similar. See, the kisses aren't similar because there are 5 kisses on this and only 4 here. They sort of look the same, but how different can kisses look? I do think they're written differently. As I said, I think a handwriting expert would probably say they're not the same, but I don't know. There might be a handwriting expert out there who can tell me any different. And it's hard to compare some of it because, of course, these are all capitals, and we've only got a few capitals on here to compare. I did notice that the H, you know, because we all, H is, you see how it's 2 lines and then the middle line doesn't quite meet up to the other line. But having said that, it does here on Hey Babe. But it doesn't on Happy Birthday. It doesn't on Harriet. And it doesn't on Home here over on the other one. So it's possible, I suppose. You know, the V, because V's are the same, capital or small, aren't we? So we do have a capital here in love. I love you. Yeah, it's hard to, I would say that's a different type of V than this one. So here, yeah, but then you've got the capital L, the love. I don't think the L looks the same as the L here. And it goes to a capital E at the end. I mean, the O looks the same, but how different can you write an O? You know, so it's a difficult comparison because there aren't all the same letters there. What's another one? A. No, there isn't an A, because they notice they do that on this one with the A as well. The A doesn't go, the line in the middle of the A does not meet the other side. Now, I don't know about you, but mine do. When I do a capital A, it definitely meets the other side. And the other thing is, there are some times that if you were rushing, but why would you be rushing when you're writing a note to your deceased partner? You wouldn't be rushing. You would write it carefully. You would think about it carefully. Seems to me that someone's just wrote that quickly. Maybe they had a lot on that day. Had to go to the gym or whatever. I don't know. But yeah. So just a little musing. Let me know what you think, if you can see any similarities. Let's go in a little bit closer. Yeah, show me I don't have a K, because if you'd written Nikki at the top, we'd be able to maybe compare a little bit more. So I think the M's are different, because again, M's, even though here, come home, even though these are capital M's, you do, I don't know if you do those differently. So I don't know, basically, but in my opinion, you know, if I had to bet one way or the other, if I had to say one way or the other, I would say that this maybe is not genuine. But I leave you to make your own minds up. See, looking at the kisses, they're different. They are different. In fact, you know, when you do a kiss, like I would go like that. So I'd go that way, then that way. Some people do it the other way. It depends if you're left-handed, right-handed, where you put your emphasis. But they look different. Okay. Oh, let's see. Yeah, and no exclamation marks whatsoever on this note. But if you could see right up to the thing there, it come home now, is also an exclamation mark, I think. So let me know what you think, as always, and I will see you later. Remember to live and love carefully. Oh, and I just want to say that if this is, let's just, actually, I just want to look at that L a bit more closely up. See, there's a capital L there, and there's a capital L there. I don't think they look the same. But, you know, I can't be 100% certain. But I think whoever took that picture, and then it ended up, of course, it ends up then all over social media, probably wasn't a very nice thing to do, I think. But anyway. Okay, so thank you. See you very soon. And until then, may your God, you just come off to the full screen, say goodbye. See you soon. And until then, may your God go with you. Thank you so much. Bye.